you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all time. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program.
Obstructing democracy. There's nothing like obstructing democracy in Nigeria, because in Nigeria itself there has never ever been democracy. So anybody who is in that language of you are obstructing democracy in Nigeria doesn't know what he or she is saying. It's either you are just born or you flew from another planet. Because if you know the story of Nigeria and how it is going, you know that there has never been anything called democracy in Nigeria. And there will never be. As long as you continue to have that entity together, there will never be. So instead of continuing to deceive yourself, what you have to do is to end it all. Let every man go back to his base and begin to prepare afresh. Let every man go his own separate ways and lay a new foundation. A foundation which will favor every single person. That is the only way to go. Apart from that, you are wasting your time. You're wasting your time. As for those of us who are already made up our mind, the Biafra people and the Dudua people, we have taken our destiny into our own hand. And the opportunity has presented itself that we must go. And what are we waiting for? We key in into it and we walk away. And there's no going back. There's no going back. It doesn't matter the kind of propaganda you bring. It doesn't matter the kind of attack or blackmail you bring. It doesn't really matter. The only election that can be conducted in Biafra land now is referendum. Conduct a referendum. If at the end of the day the Biafran people choose to remain in the zoo, fine. If they choose not to be there, you let them go. As simple as that. Why is it so difficult for you to do? Why is it so difficult for you to conduct a referendum? Why? Why is it so difficult? It is only difficult because of your evil heart. Because of your evil agenda. You cannot afford to do things right. Because of your evil motive, you cannot afford to change the status quo. You still want to maintain that status quo of evil, that fraudulent status quo, that bribery and corruption, which every one of them in the past and present are doing. You want to go in and do your own part. That is how evil the zoo is. The fraud in that contraption, everybody is involved, from presidency to the lowest. They initiate everybody into fraud. Everybody in that contraption initiated into fraud. That is why the contraption can never survive. No matter what they try to do, their blackmail, their propaganda, they can never survive. And I pray that we waken those of them who still deserve mercy, so that they can have mercy. Because what is coming is heavy. What is coming is heavy. If care is not taken, what is coming is heavy. I say it again, what is coming is heavy. You better prepare yourself. You better prepare yourself so you don't die of a shock. What is coming is heavy. Very, very heavy. All you got to do today is to pray for your family. If you are abroad, if you are in Biafra land, pray along with your family and obey every single instruction. As long as you do that, who liveth above will never leave us behind. He will definitely make a way for us where there is no way. That is why he is Chukwukabiam, God of creation. We can never fall. We will never fail. As we are speaking here, put the word in your heart. I always tell you, there is nothing I will tell you here that you have not had before. Probably you must have all what I'm saying here, but I'm just here as a reminder. As a reminder, ringing that bell, close your ear. Maybe somebody who preached the message before preached it with a language that you don't understand. Today, I am here, speaking to you as a friend, as a brother. You must pay attention to everything around you. Talk about the regular. They have already rigged the election. He has been rigged out already. Your London boy has been rigged out already. Completely, and he knows it. But he continues to deceive people. He knows that he's out, and he continues to deceive people. The last coin and opportunity I have now is this issue of article whatever, judgment. And when you see the way him and Peter Obi have been going, you begin to suspect that even if Atiku comes to power tomorrow, Obi is aware. And he's in that game together with them. He's in that game together with them. That is why he's doing what he's doing. Maybe pass the judgment, maybe after passing the judgment, for Atiku to take back his mandate, then Obi will now become his vice. The Chukwu will have mercy. Please share this broadcast. Share it to anybody that is close to you. We must not keep information to ourselves. We must continue to reach out to people. We must continue to speak to people. We must continue to speak to Biafrans and non-Biafrans. This is the time we have to take the media propaganda to another level. We have to take the media to another level. That is why you yourself have to help us. Help us to share. Help us to share. Because there are so many lies against us out there. If we don't have access to people to debunk all these lies, before you know it will look like the truth, and people will begin to believe it as the truth. And that is the fact. When you tell a lie over and over again, people continue to hear it. When they hear it, somehow they will begin to believe that that lie is the truth. That is why it's very important that we weed out all those lies in our midst. We're going to weed them out. It doesn't matter whom you are. It doesn't matter your location. If you are a saboteur, you will be fished out and you'll be thrown to the dustbin where you belong. A lot has been happening, and a lot will still happen. But I urge you to stand firm and stay strong. Don't get distracted. We have crossed the Rubicon, and the light is shining. I can feel it already. So what are you waiting for? Don't allow anybody to blackmail you into living that which you're supposed to do, because that is what they intend to gain. Each time you see them throwing lies and blackmail, what they intend to gain is to intimidate us. They will intimidate us and make us fearful. Then we can no longer come and protest. We can no longer talk about our future. But Biafrans, we have seen it all. We have seen it all. There's no amount of blackmail, propaganda, lies that you push against us today that will make us stop doing what we are doing. Instead, it will empower us to do more. Exactly. It will empower us to do more. We are in this world to make sure that our people have their peace. Every propaganda that you have pushed in the past, we are going to debunk all of them, except it doesn't come online. Truth is bitter, but we are going to tell that truth. But we continue to tell that truth and speak that truth to every angle. Take it to all levels. We must continue. Every one of us must support our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, wherever he is. Continue to support Master Simon Ekpa, both in prayers, in order, anything you can do. The same thing, ESN, support the ESN. You can make donation not only on the day of fundraising, Ordinary days, you can make a donation to ESN. All you got to do is just to follow the link. Go to the flyer, you follow the link, and look at the link and make sure you type it correctly. Follow the link, you make your donation. That is the right thing to do. That is the stage we are, the stage of restoration. And Biafra will definitely be restored. No matter what anybody thinks, no matter what they say, no matter their plan and propaganda, we will not allow it to fly. We can't allow it to fly. What we will do is to make sure that everybody is safe. As I always say, our fight is not against the innocent. Our fight is not against our visitors. Our fight is not against our friends. Our fight is not against just ordinary people. Our fight is against the agents of darkness who have said that will not know peace. So they themselves will not know peace either. They will not know peace. May Chukwu continue to guide and protect every one of you that will stand strong until that D-Day. If you want to make it to that very day, you must have to keep your heart strong. Put your mind strong and listen to instruction. I can tell you, as long as you listen to instructions on that day and follow everything that will be told, you will live to tell the story. You will live to tell the story. But if you are there and you are not doing what you're supposed to do, payback time is coming. For those of them who have decided to sell out Biafra, the payback time is fast approaching. And in that payback, there's nothing you can do. Just like the ones that sold Mazin Nanekan and thought that he's done, he's gone. They sold him and still today they are fighting to make sure that it doesn't come out. But Chukwu Okekabia is going to surprise every one of you. Mazin Nanekan is going to come out in health. He's going to come out in good health. As long as he's getting information on what is happening. Just like as I said, I haven't even watched the video before I said that. Mazin Simon Ekpa is fully connected to the Mazin Nanekan, both spiritual and physical. Informations are coming. So if you don't know where you belong, you better wake up. You better wake up. Every evidence is out there for you and I. Chukwu Okekabia have made it simple for us to take up the banner until Biafra comes. So we will not allow any propaganda or blackmail from the pit of hell to make us change our mind. No. Instead, it will make us to fight more. I appreciate every single one of you who played a role on today's broadcast. If you are watching from Biafra land or any part of the world, I say may Chukwu Okekabia guide you, protect you, secure you. Biafra land will be safe. Biafra land will be defended. Biafra land will be protected. Do not exercise fear. All you have to do is to do that which you are told to do. As long as you do that which you are told to do, you are good to go. We will be in Biafra and we will celebrate together. We are going to be in Biafra and we will celebrate together. Nothing can stop it. Nothing. Nothing. May Chukwu Okekabia continue to guide and protect every single one of us. If you have joined me on this very broadcast today, I appreciate you. Ada, my sister, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you, my sister Ada. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Remember, bless my sister Ada. Thank you so much for joining. So, my fellow Biafrans, the most important message I want you to take back home today: you are not the bad guy. You are actually the good guy, trying to save all the bad people. So if you are a member of Autopilot today, under the spokesmanship of Master Simon Ekpa and on the leadership of Master Nanekan, genuinely seeking the freedom of the Biafran people, you should be proud of yourself. Don't allow anybody to paint you the bad guy. Do not allow anybody to paint you the bad guy. You are the good guy. Don't listen to their propaganda. They will continue to push their propaganda. They will continue to push their blackmail. But no matter what they do, don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. We are moving on to glory. Not because a man says so, not because a woman says so. It is because Chukwu Okekabia have made it so. It is his mandate. This is Mazin Nanekan said. Mazin Nanekan said, even if all of you decide not to fight for Biafra or do something, at the appointed time, Chukwu Okekabia will raise somebody to give us the Biafra. So it doesn't matter what you do. The last miracle on the planet Earth. And it will be a miracle because it is not by work. It is not because of you or him. It's going to be a miracle. Nobody is going to take the glory of the coming of Biafra. That is what Mazin Nanekan said. That it will come in such a way that no human being will take glory for the coming of Biafra. You will look at it and you will say, oh, it is only God that made this possible. That is what we are seeing. When you look at it, you say, oh, it is only God and God alone that made it possible. If you check what is going today, we are not a match to them, the enemies, in money, in equipment, in whatever. But we are greater than them in Chukwu Okekabia, and that is why we have that boldness to tell them to their face that they can't do nothing. They want to intimidate us with their blackmail and propaganda. They have tried. They tried up to the extent of taking us out as mentioning our name as terrorists. You think that is going to stop us? That is just a honor, a badge of honor. When you call us terrorists, it's a badge of honor. Because the same people that fought for freedom that was called that same name, they turn out to become heroes today. Many people who were called terrorists, when they were genuinely fighting for their people, today they are heroes. They are celebrated across the world, celebrated in different platforms in different places. And that is what our case is going to be. Our own is not going to be different. So when you see people calling you name, calling you this and that, don't get distracted. Don't get worried. Don't get worried. There's nothing you will see today that you have not seen before. And they will not stop. The enemy we are dealing with is a stubborn one. You know how long it took Pharaoh to allow the Israelites go? You remember how long it took Pharaoh to allow the Israelites to go? And even when he told them to go, he still chased them to the Red Sea. After he had allowed them to go, he felt he made a mistake and he still chased them to the Red Sea. And he met his end. So my beloved brothers and sisters that are watching across the world, please, I urge you to continue to stand your ground. That decision that the Biafran people have taken collectively, continue to stand on that decision. It is your right. It is your democratic right. That decision that we have taken collectively is our democratic right. Sit at home is a democratic right. It's left for you to either exercise it or not. Self-defense is a right that cannot be denied to any human being. And that is why we are holding it on. So if you think you can take all these rights away from us, try again. You are going to meet your doom. Try again. We have come a long way and there is no going back. We have crossed the Rubicon. There is no going back. Our Supreme Amazon Nandekano, he is going to join us very soon. No matter what they do, no matter what they say, he will definitely join us. He will join us. They can't stop him. It has become evident and clear to them. Today, even detention of Amazon Nandekano is illegal. They are holding him illegal. But the time will come when they cannot be able to hold him anymore. That time is approaching. When Amazon Nandekano will be too hot for them to handle. I appreciate everybody that have participated today. We have done justice to this very message. And we are going to meet again tomorrow. The only thing I'm going to tell you that don't forget the topic of that message. You are not the bad guy. We, the Biafran people, we are not the bad guys. The Biafran agitators, genuine agitators, they are the good guys trying to save lives and property. That is what we are trying to do. So no matter what evil they are preaching and the propaganda the media is throwing around, don't buy into it. We are the good guys. And Chukwu Okikariam will take control. Thank you so much, people who are watching from Biafra land. Don't forget, pay attention to everything that is happening in your own environment. Pay attention. Pay attention to every little thing. Be security conscious at all time in Biafra land. If you are in Biafra land, this is not the time to party. This is not the time to live a careless life. You must mind what you do at every given point and put your eyes on the ball. We are going home. If you have not seen it yet, I'm sorry. We can't help you. But we are going home. May Chukwu Okikariam guide and protect all the people in Biafra land. May Chukwu Okikariam guide and protect all the people in Africa genuinely seeking for freedom. People who are in the Ududua land, Biafra land, the Middle Belt. May Chukwu Okikariam guide and protect every one of you. May Chukwu Okikariam guide and protect our ESN, the volunteer force on the ground, and other armed groups that are fighting for Biafra. May Chukwu Okikariam guide and protect every single one of you. May Chukwu Okikariam guide and protect all the media warriors. Guide and protect all the media warriors. Secure them, keep them safe. Guide and protect the Umuada. Secure them and keep them safe. Chukwu Okikariam guide and protect our spokesperson, Master Simon Epa. We commit him into the hand of Chukwu Okikariam. No forces shall happen over him. no weapon formed or fashioned against him shall prosper. We commit Mazen Nandekano into the hand of Chukwu Kabian for grace, for wisdom, for knowledge, for understanding, for strength. May Chukwu Kabian be with him. Thank you so much for watching wherever you're watching from. Please, if you have not shared, share. If you have not followed Mazen Samanekwa in Twitter, go to Twitter right now. After this program, go to Twitter and follow Mazen Samanekwa. Thank you so much for watching and stay blessed. Bye-bye.